All right, another day down. How was today for you?
It was good. It was a little bit lighter day. We went real heavy yesterday and kind of loaded them. Today we had 36 plays, and we got in and out. We practiced double barrel, so it doesn't take very long to get the same amount of reps as normal. So we came out, got what we needed to get done, and put our kickoff in, and getting ready for our second ball game.
Talked to a couple of guys this week, and you bring up double barrel, and the guys who've never been there, they're just like, whoo. Are you seeing what you want when you get guys in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, again, what we're trying to create is we're trying to create the game tempo. We've got the clock. We've got the horn on the quarterback to make sure that the ball is coming out efficiently at the time that we need it to come out. And so, I mean, we're just trying to do everything we can to simulate the game.
When we talked to you a week ago, you were talking about Taylor and Trey both having real good camps. Has that continued into week two?
Yeah, I mean, again, Taylor, I feel like, he's probably a little ahead right now. Trey has had a couple of days where he's had some bumps in the road, but certainly, as you saw today, he's a dynamic guy with the ball in his hands, and so I certainly look forward to seeing them both play.
Have you noticed a difference in Taylor and his approach and the way he conducts himself this year, coming in with, at the top of the depth chart?
Yeah, I mean,
done before?
He may seem a little bit more relaxed than what he has, or what he had last year. It's the first time I'd been around him, other than coaching against him the year prior in Toronto, but he certainly seems a little more relaxed and calm and that type of thing. Now it's a matter of just taking that to the ball game.
It's one of his biggest things to accomplish is to get that chemistry with basically a new receiving corps.
Oh, I mean, that's everybody's. We as a coaching staff have to figure out exactly who's where and how to call the plays, and then the quarterback certainly has to look at the timing and the speed of all of his receivers, and that's why it's not created overnight. So it'll be interesting to see exactly where we are on quarter one.
What's that process like? Because it's not just about throwing the ball and catching the ball, that chemistry. What sort of things do you look for outside of just throws and catches?
Well, I mean, they spend a lot of time in that meeting room right up here, so that's the biggest thing. Is we've got a bunch of really high character guys that you don't have to motivate them to want to be great. And so they're doing everything they can do. They're watching all the extra film. They're getting together, and that's what it takes in order to be a great football team.
You have some new players that haven't been here through some of the struggles that you guys had, but you get the sense they're as motivated as ever to help push you guys through that, even though they weren't part of it before?
Well, they knew exactly where they were coming. I mean, they can read, and they were in the league last year, so I mean, they had an opportunity to know that they've got to come in and be ready to go, and we brought them in as free agents to help our football team. They were brought here for a certain reason.
How big an impact do you think the trio of receivers that you brought in? I know you have lots of other good guys too, but how big a difference maker do you think that has a chance to be for your group?
Well, I mean, again, I feel like we're as solid a group, top to bottom. There's great receivers throughout the league. I mean, every team has a good receiving core now. Where we stack up will be kind of be decided with the games. I mean, on paper it looks good. Now it's a matter of taking it right out there and putting it on that grass.
Seeing Taylor, he comes back. We know we had the surgery this summer, but he just seems to have changed maybe a little bit over the last couple of years, and just his presence, his physique, kind of everything. Has he taken that step, you think?
Well, I feel like he's put on some good solid weight. He's beginning to, he's always kind of been in between Mike Riley and Ricky Ray, body type wise. He's tall and he's lanky, and now he's starting to fill out a little bit, so a little bit thicker. Yesterday he took off, and I think it was AC Leonard was chasing him, and AC can really run, and he was able to maneuver and get away from him. I mean, so he can still move. And but yeah, I mean, he's becoming he's growing up a little bit. It's his third year.
And when a guy shows up and you first get a look at just the the way his presence, what message does that send to you?
Well, I was really impressed with them last year. I mean, they worked as hard as any group as I've ever seen them last year. And, now with another year under their belt, they're comfortable around their football staff. They're comfortable around their football team. And so certainly he and Trey both, exude high-quality character. And not just them. I mean, Kai and all of our guys. And Kai's done a real nice job as well, concentrating more on the quarterback position this year rather than being a receiver.
You knew Jake Taylor was a great athlete. You got to see him in a game, played a lot, around the ball, it seemed a lot. What did you think of him Monday, and how's his camp?
Well, I mean, again, I want him to continue to progress. I mean, certainly we've given him a lot of reps throughout rookie camp and vet camp. I mean, he's been getting the lion's share of that group B reps. So he certainly played, pretty decent the other night. Now it's a matter, you don't want to be too quick to brag on a rookie. I found that out. So we'll judge his next one off his next ball game.
Some guys drop off pretty fast.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.